Wario is probably my favorite character introduced in Mario games, and I'm so glad that LEGO didn't go with the creepy, annoying electronic figures. They went with Mario, Luigi, and Peach, but rather gave us one of the best brick-built characters from the theme. This does have a very LEGO style to the body, but we do have new and exclusive pieces to make this character come to life with an interesting nose piece, very cool shorter arms that have like a different diameter on each side. I absolutely love how this came out. This figure comes in the Wario vs. King Boo Mario Kart set that releases August 1st. This was sent to me early by LEGO, but all opinions are my own. This will cost you $50 in the United States. The Wario figure makes so much sense where it takes the styling of the electronic figures, but it does it in a way where it fits the character. Characters like Peach, Luigi, and Mario are not this rotund design that the electronic figures bring. Wario is a big boy, and they capture the angles of Wario excellently in this brick build. I love the unique pieces for the Wario figure, which include this 3x6 leg piece. That is crazy with those feet connected at the bottom. Seems like it could be dual molding. You can't exactly remove those feet pieces, and you can see how that attaches to 3 different studs. The nose, which is another insane piece. I mean, yeah, this is specific to Wario. You can see how it's dual molded, all one piece, attaching to 2 studs. I absolutely love this, and this will be useful in some WarioWare microgame mocks. Beyond the new pieces, there's some great prints here. There's no stickered pieces on Wario. This design right here for the sloped piece is the same copy that you get twice, and that's a new print. The face print is hilarious. I love the teeth design there. That being a 1x4 brick, and then the eyes being a 1x3 brick. The hat piece is the same one that Mario has for the height, but it does have, of course, that yellow coloring and the Wario logo. I love how they build the chin. The chin just uses 2 of those 1x1 circular tiles, which I didn't think would work, but that works fantastically. How the head just kind of goes over half of that. Very clever, if you ask me. The ears with the pointed design, the hair, even having detailing at the back, where this even looks like Wario with the hat removed. You're just going to have to put this 2x2 back on the top. Even though it's not a minifigure, it's my favorite LEGO figure of summer 2025. Kudos to LEGO. And Wario isn't the only great build in this set, because I also love the Bad Wagon cart. It's easily my favorite out of any of the Mario Kart builds throughout this sub-theme. This design resembles the Wario car, which I absolutely adored in one of my childhood games, Wario Land 4. I love this pink color, which is very distinct. The design of this being a muscle car, which also separates it from the carts and buggies of the Mario Kart theme. Now, this is a stickered vehicle. Unfortunately, with the Mario Kart line, they don't have printed pieces for the vehicles for the most part. You'll see there's one on the King Boo vehicle. But at the front, we have the Wario logo right there, the hood design. I do like the front fender. That is actually shaped really well, almost like Wario's mustache. Then at the side, you can see this uses golden wheels, which is actually super slick looking. I think that's the first time we're getting golden wheels throughout the Mario Kart sets. This wheel piece was introduced earlier this year with the initial Mario Kart sets, and yeah, I think it captures the wheels from the game really well. You know, most of the wheels at least. Some of them do have different wheels. And the hubcap is a build that has a 2x2 circular plate and a 2x2 circular tile. That just fits into a stud arrangement in the middle right there. The one thing I don't like about the wheels from this theme is that they all use stickered pieces. It's very hard to line that up, especially on a circular tile. I just wish they would print that since you're getting the same sticker 4 times. Speaking of stickers though, we do have a sticker at this side 2x4 sloped brick piece, and that's also present on the opposite side as well. Unfortunately, this doesn't have opening doors. It only gives the illusion of a door going on right here. There is a sticker inside this back section right here, which has an interesting design across a 2x6 tile. You can see where the glider connects, but we'll get to the glider in a second, because there's also these 2 action tiles right here, which of course the electronic Mario, Luigi, and Peach can read. This is the same one that they use with most Mario Kart sets, where you could have the characters drive the cart. But there is a new one at the back right here, and I'm so sad because since this is an early review copy, the update hasn't come out yet. They haven't updated the app, and I really want to see what this specific Wario design gives. Will we have Wario sounds or Wario music? I'm dying to know. I do like how the back of the car kind of has some cushioning on a seat-like design there. Front has the steering wheel, and we also have this shell launcher, which is used across the theme. Basically, they have this new shell piece, which has an attachment at the back, and you get a second one for the green shell in this set. And you can just push down, and it launches out the shell. The shell design also has a 2x2 bumper at the bottom. At the very back, they use this piece, which I sometimes see with weapons and other themes, for the tail lights, which actually kind of works well. I just don't like the clip and peg being noticeable there. You have a gold bar piece, as I call it, in the middle. And they also have these exhaust pipes, which use one of those 1x1, as I call them, stamp pieces. Now there's other gliders throughout this theme, and they attach the same way with that hinge connection at the back right there. That means you could adjust this up and down. And this has an exclusive, as I call it, film piece. It's not technically film, but it's a soft plastic for that Wario glider design. That looks great. That's the glider I use across every vehicle in Mario Kart, so I'm very happy to see that there. And yes, the Bad Wagon looks even better when you have that shell launcher removed. But there's a whole other half of this set I don't care about. Okay, it's a little bit less than half because this only takes up 2 of the building 5 bags. But yeah, we get the same exact King Boo that was released in last year's Summer King Boo's Mansion set, which is similar to previous designs we got for the LEGO Luigi's Mansion set, and also in the first wave with that, what was it, like a graveyard set. The design of this has the same exact print from last year on that large 6x6 tile. You have the crown build. This does have the same tag at the back as well, which if you want to use one of the characters to stomp on King Boo, 7 steps right there. As for the Teddy Buggy, it's not the worst of the Mario Karts for this theme. I guess the most interesting part would be the front head design of the Teddy Buggy, which looks like it could be a Brickhead's head. Like, it has the same proportions of such. But the design of this doesn't have the Brickhead's eyes. It uses another printed eye piece. Notice this slope piece right here with a sticker at the front. Wish that was printed, of course. And then for the mouth, I'm very disappointed that that is a sticker on a half circle piece. Again, that's such a small piece, you would expect it to be printed. However, there is something very cool that is a print in this set. If you see, it's this part right here to denote King Boo. I love that little 1x1 print. That's awesome and exclusive to this set. It's only found on that one side of the build, but at least you get an extra one. The design of this uses the same wheel piece except in a black coloring, and the hubcaps this time use a yellow base. Again, 4 stickers, which is very frustrating. We also have the same action tiles that you could have the electronic characters ride this. I like the use of the candle piece for the handlebars in red right there. And then we have another shell shooter, which you could have face the back, but if you want to make it face the front, you just have to take it out and put it back in. This time using a red shell, and there's only 1 red shell in this set, they don't give you an extra. Oh my gosh, that just flew across the room. But yeah, those shoot pretty well if you ask me. And we have a space at that back so that you could attach the glider found in this set or the gliders found in other sets. And as for how this King Boo fits into this vehicle, basically there's some 2x2 cylinder pieces, and the design of that just kind of fits like that. So he's going to be hovering just a bit. He's not going to be reaching those handlebars, but yeah, that's in line with the game. That just looks funny, but it works. That's it for this build, and there's only one more build, which is just these 2 traffic cones. Overall, I absolutely love the Wario stuff in this set. It's my favorite Mario thing, probably from this whole theme. I mean, look, I have a soft spot for Wario, loving WarioWare, loving Wario Land, but I just think the figure is so much better than the electronic figures, and yet it has the same style in how it's built and in its sizing. But also, it doesn't have the downside of it being an electronic figure. It doesn't look like something you can't display because it's going to eat your soul. This has printed eyes, it has a printed mouth, there's no obnoxious screen in the middle, it's not making these obnoxious sounds. It's perfect in my opinion. I would prefer a minifigure, sure. But for a brick build character, this is the most detailed out of the whole theme, where it doesn't feel like they compromise to fit a specific style, but rather they capture the style of the character from the games. I also find the build of the Bad Wagon to be my favorite out of the Mario Kart vehicles. I do have a soft spot because it does call back to that Wario Land 4 car. It's not the same exact vehicle technically. But I think the color scheme, the proportions, and those wheel designs, those gold wheels add a lot. It all comes together for something that just looks excellent on display. I also love the glider as well. And I have to say, the Teddy Buggy, the more I look at it, the more I mess around with it, the more I like it. It's not one of my favorites of the vehicles in this theme, but it's not terrible. And I do like the design of the face at the front, even if it does have some annoying stickers. The King Boo inclusion is the least interesting part. I don't really associate that character with the teddy bear Buggy, but at least we get a great character with Wario. I wish this was just a Wario set. I don't think it's complete loss with the King Boo stuff. Just should have swapped out the character for somebody more interesting. Imagine if we got Waluigi as well. With all things considered, I'd rate this set an 8 out of 10. Call me a shill because LEGO sent me this early and this is a review copy. But I'll be honest to you. In other videos, you'll say I'm too negative, but I also get free review copies there. I get press releases. I'll tell you what I think, and I think this is a legitimately amazing set from the Mario Kart line. I don't even think it's overpriced for $50. Again, my ideal version would have been just the Wario stuff, but for $50, you get 2 interesting carts and the best brick-built figure of the theme. Let me know what you think. Am I being too easy on the set because I love the Wario character, or do you agree that this is just a superb set throughout the theme, or are you somewhere in the middle? Subscribe here for more early LEGO Summer 2025 set reviews. Check out my LEGO news videos and my LEGO list video on swear words and LEGO sets. Seriously, subscribing, liking, and commenting helps so much with the rough algorithm on this channel. And I'll see you later. Peace out.